Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Sunday, the 31st of December 2023. In today's Millwall news, we have a surprise but encouraging message from Millwall Chairman James Berylson that was published today on millwallfc.co.uk. I will read it to you right now. Uh, I'm pleased to write to you all, our fantastic supporters, as we begin to close the curtain on 2023 and look forward to 2024. I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas, surrounded by loved ones and were able to relax, eat, and drink plenty. Open some amazing gifts, but most importantly, spend important time with your family and friends. New Year's Day for me signifies the start of a different chapter. The fresh ideas, aspirations, and goals we set personally and professionally, whilst also offering us all a chance to reflect on the 12 months just past. It's safe to say that 2023 has been a year which has had its highs and lows for the club and given us some important perspective on life. As I type this and reflect, I'm filled with a mixture of emotions. There's some sadness as I think back to my father's sudden passing and what a desperate time that was for us all. But amongst those emotions, I sit here thankful and proud of how we as a club and family have come out the other side and how the Millwall family has carried itself through 2023. I'd again like to thank everyone for the love shown towards my family and the support from club staff during a complicated and sudden transition. The club's proposal to rename Zampa Road to John Berylson Way would be a fitting tribute, and I thank all those fans who live locally and have written in message of support behind the move. Community is crucial for any football club, and 2023 has been another year to proudly reflect on the amazing work the Millwall Community Trust has carried out within the local area. The Trust has worked with over 12,000 individuals this year, delivering over 25 different projects and programs. The profound impact the Trust has had on our local community has been recognised at the Mayor of Lewisham Business Awards 2023, where they picked up the Best Community Contribution Trophy. On the pitch, as is football, it's been a roller coaster of a year, and there have been some highs and some lows. Whilst there have been moments we naturally look back on less fondly, there are many others which bring a smile on my face. Our 3-2 victory over Sheffield United from a Tom Bradshaw hat-trick, with the Den absolutely rocking. The back-and-forth victory of Blackpool in April. Bristol City, where we came together to celebrate the life of my father. And Joe Edwards' first win against Sheffield Wednesday are all standout moments. And these are memories which we have all celebrated together, and hopefully there are many more to come. I applaud the attitude and work ethic of everybody at the club, especially during a managerial change, and I look forward to our future as one united force. The academy is another source of great pride. This past year, our under-21s enjoyed deserved silverware at the end of last season with their league and national final double, whilst our under-18s tested themselves against the best of the best in the FA Youth Cup against Arsenal. Across the club and fan base, we've experienced different challenges and weathered uncertain times together throughout 2023, but that Millwall spirit has remained unaffected throughout. As we step into 2024, let's embrace what it has to offer as a family. There will be enjoyable times and there will be tough times, but it's vital we stick together throughout it all. And finally, I want to wish every single one of you a very happy new year and good luck for 2024. Come on, you Lions. James. So there you go. As I said, unexpected, very welcome. Good to hear, good to see, good to read, and same to you, fella. The same to everyone watching this. Happy New Year, and hope it is a happy New Year. Things do seem to have turned around now, so we'll see if that can carry on. Got the first game of the year, literally tomorrow, the first day of the year, Monday the 1st of January 2024, away to Bristol City, 3 p.m. kickoff. I was unsure yesterday, it's still 3 p.m. kickoff, and you can watch it live because this is a midweek game that's been pushed to the Monday because Monday's a bank holiday. So they didn't show the Norwich game on Millwall TV for UK people because that was a Saturday game that was moved to Friday. Maybe we should do more of that because that Friday night was a bit rocking. Maybe we should just do that even if the game's not on TV. Hey, would you be in favour of that? Moving... I guess you wouldn't. If you're a season ticket holder, you probably wouldn't be in favour of that. But, well, it would give you a free Saturday, and I'm sure your missus would appreciate it if the football was on Friday night and you could spend time with the family on a Saturday. This is also from millfc.co.uk. You can watch Millwall's trip to Bristol City worldwide on Millwall TV. Lions fans around the world can stream this Monday's game at Bristol City, kick-off 3 p.m. for £10. £10, yes. Millwall travel to Ashton Gate on New Year's Day 2024 with a match pass, bringing you multiple angles of the action live, including replays with full match commentary. Match passes for this fixture are available overseas and in the UK. So, yeah. And I think there will be a lot of takers for this because apparently Bristol City were charging quite a sum of money for a ticket to this game. Quite a sum, a pretty penny indeed. And what's that all about? Indeed. It's not like they have to pay London prices. It's Bristol. So, talking of Bristol, that's it for the news. We're now going to go into the preview and predictions. This is a fixture versus Bristol City that we've probably, I don't know the numbers, but this is probably the team that we've played the most, if not one of the teams that we've played the most throughout the years, starting in this, in terms of away games, starting in November 1922 in Division 3 South, going all the way, so was it over 100 years, 102 years? And as you can see, it hasn't been a happy hunting ground for Millwall over the years. It took many, many trips until we finally won there in 1931, won 2 in a row. And then we promptly went back to losing quite heavily. You can see 4-1s, 5-0s. We won 4-1. Then straight after that, we lost 4-2, 4-1. And then it gets a bit more respectable. A couple of 0-0s. But you can see here, it's from 1935 to, well, let's count the wins. From 1931 to 1968. And about, what is that, like 15 or so trips without winning. And then we win in 1968, a 2-0 win. And that's the spell of, that's in amongst, what was that, 5 draws. So we've got, we have purple patches, but they're not really wins per se. But then we go back to losing. In the 70s, we were losing. Then we win again in 1985. And this is probably the best little run we've had going away to Bristol City in the 1980s. 85, 91, 91, 93. And then another a draw, 2-2 draw in 1993 November. And then we promptly go back to losing and drawing and losing and drawing and losing and drawing all the way to 2006, 2010. We win 3-0. And then this is the latest run that we're on now over the last, 10, 12 years. So we have the 3 draws in a row in 2012, 2017, 2018. And then this last little patch, we lose 3-2, 2nd of January 2022. A dodgy kick out, and then they scored straight away. And that was in like the first minute. And you thought, oh shit, we're in trouble here. But then we got it back quickly, and a game's on again. But we did end up losing that 3-2. But last time out, we won 2-1. So over the last, what's that there? 4-7. Over the last 7 games, we've only lost once. The last 7 trips to Bristol, we've only lost once. Which, when you go through the whole 102-year history, this is the best it's ever been. But are we due to lose again? I don't know. But there you go. So as we've said, 2nd of January 2022. If we're looking for fixtures around this time of year, that was a 3-2 defeat. We got the 3rd of January 2012. That was a 1-0 defeat. 6th of January, does that count? Not really. A Senior Windscreen Shield as well. Do we have any more in January, December? No, I can't see. We're going way back now. Yeah, it's just those. So remarkably, even though we've played them all these times, we've only played them over Christmas a couple of times. The 3rd of January 2012 and the 2nd of January 2022. And we lost both of them. Does that mean anything? Probably not. I don't know. But let's find out about recent form. So recent form. So if we look in the middle, you can see the last 6 games, trips to Bristol City. We have lost 1, drawn 2, and won 3. They've had a player sent off, and 13 yellow cards, 11 yellow cards, and over the 6 games, they've scored 6 goals. We've scored 9. We have kept 2 clean sheets. They've only kept 1 clean sheet. If we look on the right hand side by the match facts, Millwall have kept a clean sheet in their last 3 matches. Yes, we have. Very nice. They've been under 2.5 goals scored in 6 of Millwall's last 7 games. Millwall have scored at least 2 goals in their last 4 away matches against Bristol City in all competitions. Indeed, you can see here 2-1 win, 3-2 defeat, 2-0 win, 2-1 win. Hey ho, let's go. So let's scroll down past this video. Right, so here's the table as it stands: 8th and 16th, 5 points difference. They've won 10 games, lost 9. We've won 7, lost 10. They've scored 30, we've scored 27. So that's not that much of a difference, is it? They've conceded 27, we conceded 31. Recent form, we are on a 4-game unbeaten run. They are also on a 4-game unbeaten run, but slightly better than ours because they've won 3 and drawn 1. In fact, over the last 6 games, they've only lost 1 game, and that was away to Blackburn. So their last games have been a 0-0 draw away at Birmingham. They beat Watford 4-1. They beat Hull 3-2 at home. So they conceded 2 goals at home to Hull. And they beat Sunderland 1-0. So, home table, obviously we've jumped up a bit. They are 14th, so they're middling at home. They are middling. They've won 6, but lost 4. They've scored 17 in 12 and conceded 14 in 12. So they do concede quite a few goals. Okay, and they've only drawn twice at home in 12 games. That is interesting. Is it? Probably not. I don't know. Away, obviously. We are now 14th in the away table. So they're better away than they are at home. Interesting. We've won 3, drawn 5. So, that draw number is quite high, isn't it? And lost 4. Scoring 15 and conceding only 14. So we've got a plus goal difference away from home. What about the form table? Let's have a look at that. So there you go. As I've said, they're unbeaten in 4. We're unbeaten in 4. But we've got 2-2-2. They've got 3-2-1. Scoring 10, conceding 6. We've scored 6, conceded 5. Okay. So let's go down here and go. Okay, I don't care about that. Thank you very much. If we do this and we do this, we can see the last 6 home matches we see. Last 6 away matches for Millwall. Kept a clean sheet last time out in that 0-0 draw at Stoke, which a lot of people weren't happy after that game. I think that game was the catalyst for Joe Edwards to do something, and that doing something was putting pace into the team by bringing Maku on, by bringing Watmore on, by dropping Fleming to the bench. But he didn't drop Fleming, he rested Fleming because he brought him back for the next game. It's just because we've got a game every 3 days, so in that, so he started Fleming in the last game, didn't he? So you would think that he's not going to rest. He's going to rest Fleming for this game. So then you would think that we could win this game then. That would help us out in terms of pace. Can Maku go again? I don't know. We've got Harding out injured. We've got Denor out injured. We've got Saville out with a suspension, red card. So is that going to count against us? Who comes in and can they step up? I think Hutch came in for Harding last game. He done pretty well. So. But let's look at Bristol. So, like I said, last time out, they conceded 2 goals at home to Hull, but won 3-2. They they beat Sunderland 1-0. They only scored one against Norwich, but lost 2-1. Then they score 3 against. So it's either very, very tight or very, very loose. Weirdly. So they lost to Ipswich 1-0. They beat Sheffield Wednesday 1-0, but Sheffield Wednesday had a player sent off, and then they have the 3-2. And then so they got 3-2 weirdly against northeastern teams. 3-2 against at home to Middlesbrough, 3-2 at home to Hull, but they only beat Sunderland 1-0. They kept 2 clean sheets in the last 6 home games, and they've failed to score in one of them against Ipswich. Whereas Millwall, on the other hand, failed to score in 2 games, away at Cardiff and at Stoke, although we only had 1 shot on target, so that's probably to be expected at Stoke, but we did keep that clean sheet. We scored 2 at Leicester, but conceded 3. We scored 1 at Ipswich, but conceded 3. So yeah, pretty similar to Bristol City's home form. We either keep it tight or it's a loose game. But have things turned around now? We're looking at the past. The present is we're unbeaten in 4, 3 clean sheets in a row. Things seem to have changed. There's some pace in the team now. Tactics seem to have changed, and it seems to be going along sweetly. Here's the strengths and weaknesses of each team. Interestingly, they've only got 2 strengths. They are literally the definition of a mid-table team, aren't they, at the moment? They don't seem to be going up or be going down. They have there's not really much going on there as for Bristol City, is it? So there you go. If we go into the whoscored.com page for the prediction for this game. So these are the players who are out for us. They've got a few more out. So is that helpful to us? Okay, cool. Let's skip past that. We've seen the match facts. Bristol City restricted Birmingham to just 5 shots on their visit to St Andrews on Friday night, but failed to find a way past John Ruddy as they were forced to settle for a goalless draw. The Robins are now unbeaten in the last 4 league games and sit just 3 points outside the playoff places. A late George Savile red card did nothing to change the outcome last time out as Millwall closed out a narrow 1-0 home win against David Wagner's Norwich side. Performances remain far from convincing, but Joe Edwards' men have followed up 2 draws with back-to-back league wins. But they go for Bristol City 1, Millwall 1. So interestingly, what they say there is Bristol City restricted. So they did a lot of defending, and then that kept Birmingham's shot total down. But then they couldn't, by doing all that defending, they weren't able to attack, which meant they weren't able to score. We can score without doing a lot of attacking. We have set pieces. We have what counter attacks we've got Imaku. We can just go on the break. We can make a goal out of nothing. We've got Norton Cuffy and Imaku. So if they want to defend all day against us, that's fine with us. But yeah. So let's move on to the prediction. So they go for 1-1. What do Sky Sports say? David Pratton of SkySports.com. What is he saying? What is he saying? What games are on Sky? Sunderland, Preston. Okay. Leeds, Birmingham. Okay, is that on Sky? I don't know. Oh, these are all at 3 o'clock. Here's the table as it stands. 16th now. How's that? Not bad, eh? Long way now. 8 points. 8 point cap between the relegation place. That's very, very welcome. Very welcome. Sheffield Wednesday Hull. That's live on Sky Sports in the evening. And here we go. So, David Pratton of Sky Sports is predicting Bristol City 1, Millwall 0. I'm probably inclined to agree with whoscored.com in 1-1, but to be honest with you, as we've seen over the history, this is a game we've played many times. I think both teams will score, so I think it's going to be at least 1-1. But I could clearly see it being either 2-1 to Bristol City or 2-1 to Millwall. It's one of those games. You need a luck. You need a referee that isn't a fucking shit cunt like the last referee we had, even though we won that game. He was shit both ways against both teams. I don't know if his wife left him or he's having a divorce, but fucking hell, you need to sort your game out, mate. Dean Whitestone, what's going on, bruv? So let me stick my neck out and say, like I said, I think both teams are going to score. You know what? I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going to go 2-2. Probably much like the Watford game. I think it might be like we score, they score, we score, they score. So it might be we take the lead, they peg it back, we take the lead again, they peg it back. If there's enough time, that's what I'm saying. It could easily be 2-1 to either team. So it's either going to be 2-1 to us or 2-2, depending on how the time management of the game is, how much extra time's added on, all that kind of shit, and the substitutions they get made. But that's what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for 2-2. And on that note, thank you for watching. Happy New Year and goodbye.